All right, Coach, from the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Buffalo Bills. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 19-yard line.
Set! Blue 30. Right there, 54 Mike. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Kill, kill, kill. Hey. Check safety, check safety. Big dash. Come. Check three.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Black 20. Snicker. Watch the eye.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Roethlisberger will throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Landry now on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
It's our time. Sponge. X3. 218, chopper. Mike is 59. 82. Mike is done.
Now wins. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Bravo.
Wentz will try again on second down. Open man is Trey Burton. 22 yards there, a first down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Eagles have recovered.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. They begin the drive with Coleman. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
And an Eagle first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. On the catch, it's Crowder. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And his throw here is incomplete. Coverage there by the former 1st-round pick, William Jackson.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Check, 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 check. Take both of them.
They'll run it with Coleman. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First down, Philadelphia.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Snickers, 66. 8. 36 to Mike. Switch up.
From just shy of midfield, Roethlisberger is going to go for a big play downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. There was a safety, Rashad Jones, that time, who was able to break up the play. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Switch. Take 2 of them.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on third down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Here's Wentz to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Check 4, alert, alert.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
Black 20. Line 36. Yeah, let's go set lunch.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. It's complete to Snead. 20. Touchdown. of Philadelphia. Willie Snead, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested, because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
A big play here for the Bills. 54 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 17.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Wentz. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a give right side. It's Carson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. On third down, Carson. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that's... Sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Geis with a carry on second down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Eagles on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. It's caught by Funchess. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Down the man inside, down the man. Under cross.
On first down, it's Carson. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. This is Carson. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
82-14. Hey, Delta. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Silver.
2nd and 5 now. Wentz looking left side. That's caught by Landry. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, Carson. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
First and 10 at the 50-yard.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Throwing his Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Easy. Whip. Watch the whip. Check. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber. I want to learn. Smooth.
Now Roethlisberger down around his goal line. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On second down now. It's Coleman. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down.
Set. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Check.
Here's Coleman. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Now Landry. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Fletcher Cox has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Man 5-7. Check 3.
So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have the show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Check 6 guys. Topper. 81. Hey, Zoo. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Wentz now to throw. He's got Burton here. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Great. He's checking. Hey, Echo.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Here we go. Waiting. Joker.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the 1st with Edwards. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Go. 180. Push him back. Ram.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Crunch time, defense. Check out. Sunday.
They run again with Carson, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Five. Mike. 59. Focus, defense, focus. Mike's 50.
On 1st down, Wentz. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Wentz going to throw. That's pulled in by the rookie from Notre Dame, Miles Boykin. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, You bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Bills have taken the lead. And they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Hey, Charlie!
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Hey, kill. Hey, Foxtrot. Here we go.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10.
Tight dog. Hey, we're good.
Shotgun now for Wentz. This one into the hands of Burton. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9. To throw, it's Wentz. Connecting with Burton here over the middle. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Wentz now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. They run it with Carson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Go.
Throwing on second and 8. Wentz. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. On third down. Carson, that he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here we go. 280. 50. Outside, solid.
Now it's Carson. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Gus Edwards, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You must be dreaming. Slam, slam, slam.
They will run again with Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Show that best release and go.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And the pressure gets to him again. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st down, it's Carson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go. 120. Here, shift. 74. Here, shift. Mike, check. 59.
Now Wentz. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. No chance. 58, right over there. Yeah. And ram. Army. Out. Switch. 58 is the mic.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. Eluding, and a big loss here as he's taken down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On second down, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick.
Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Irv Smith Jr., his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Wentz to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they'll start with great field position. At the 41-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Under 10, 10. Watch the safety creep. Shoot. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game. If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. A fourth quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now. As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top. Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 31, check 31.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
About 3 yards there to the 27. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
You got him. You got him.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down now, it's Carson. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Back to throw. Wentz. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. Try to get it to Landry there. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Check safety, check safety. Middle. Hold. Quick dash, quick dash. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Now a give right side, Coleman. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here we go, here we go. 180. I know he ain't got it.
Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He He's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Carson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now Wentz. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did. All the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Buffalo, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.